All right, we got our hands full tonight. It's a gorgeous looking chili though. As you can see, one of the crosses on this is a Carolina Reaper. So you can see that in the pod itself, in my opinion. Now it looks a little bit different, but it has that same bright red coloration to it. It's got the same kind of dimples, an intricate pattern to it, like that goes all the way around the pepper, like symmetrical all the way around. If you look, so see where these lines are and stuff in the pepper, you'll see that, and you'll see below it and down. Let me show you again, see them? So they kind of go that way all around the pepper, which I've noticed with like primo peppers, primo tallies a little bit, but they're a little bit wider. These are really tight like scorpion peppers and Carolina Reaper pods. And also dragon's breath peppers have that same exact characteristic to them, in my opinion, which I think is pretty accurate though. So this is a StarrRacha Hornet pepper, and this was created, the pheno was created by King Star. So I had watched a video from King Star over this last weekend because I knew I was sent this pepper and I wanted to learn a little bit about it. So this is a cross between an MOA Scotch Bonnet and a Carolina Reaper. So I don't know much about an MOA Scotch Bonnet. I do know Jamaican Scotches and some Scotch Bonnet peppers. I mean, they're warm for what they are. You know what I mean? Like, I've eaten some when my tolerance is like, you know, up in this range, and they burn. They burn good. So I have no doubt this is going to be a killer pepper. So I went ahead and opened it because I was trying to get a picture of it. Plus, I wanted to show you guys. Didn't get a great picture. So I was a little disappointed in that. But you can see on this half, on this side over here, where my index finger is, this one, like just the amount of placenta in there, quite a bit. Yeah, and it's got that pungent, super hot aroma flavor to it. Very similar to what you get with like a Carolina Reaper smell. There's lots of oils in here. Again, my lighting's not the greatest, but see a little oils up right up in here, you know, just a little. So anyway, that's what it looks like. Has a cool shape to it, almost like a bell, you know how it comes down. Enough talking, time to eat. So he only sent me one of those, luckily, probably, because if he would have sent me two, I probably would be sitting here getting ready to try to eat two of them. I think I'm going to be good with one. We're getting into the low hundreds, 104, 105. It's burning out here today. We're not quite there yet. It's only like 92, 91 today. And this weekend, we're getting in the 104, 105, 107 maybe. Gonna be warm. All right, so StarrRacha Hornet pepper, originally created by King Star. I don't know. I think these might only be in like an F5 stage. I'm not 100% sure. And this one, again, was grown by master grower Jeff Perkins at Lava Pepper Farms. Cheers. Mm-hmm. Nope, he's stuck. Still there. This is one of the hottest pods of the season so far. No doubt about it. For the birds, they're gonna love that one. Oh. It's just exact taste, very similar burn to a straight up pure Carolina Reaper. I mean, that's pretty much all I'm getting is a Carolina Reaper throat. Fucking taste. Yeah, this is a hot pod. Wow. It feels like a slow burner, and it kind of is, because it felt hotter while I was actually chewing it and swallowing it and everything than where we're at right now. So that could be the Scotch Bonnet coming into play a little bit, you know, toward the back end on the pepper, and like, so that it's not that full-on Carolina Reaper burn. I have a feeling that's what's going on here, because it's I mean, Reapers are creepers, right? So, I mean, it's, I might have to go another few minutes before I say it, but I think that's kind of what's happening. Like, I think that Carolina Reaper's pretty much just already kind of taken its toll. And so I think this pepper started pretty hot, and it built a little bit. I mean, it took me, like everything, you know, I eat the shit out of those pods, so it took about 4 minutes of eating. You know, again, guys, that's 4 minutes of that pepper being all around the mouth, just constantly bitten on, and oils and everything releasing into the throat, blah, 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 constantly more in your mouth. So I feel like I've been burning that for a minute, right? So I think the Reaper's already taken its toll on this pepper, and now it's just into a slower, more medium, even though this is still super hot burn, but it's kind of gradually gone into more of maybe that MOA Scotch. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I never had this pepper before, but, and don't let me, you know, take away from the fact that this pepper is still raging hot. It's just, I thought it was going to get to that level for me right before panic mode. You know what I mean? You know, I thought it was going to get me closer to maybe the time that I ate the 2 chocolate apocalypse scorpions. I didn't think it would get to, you know, a max of like the 4 primatalis or some of the other burns that I've done with fresh pods, but I thought it was going to keep going a little bit more. But again, certainly more than enough burn. Don't get me wrong, it's fucking hot. But again, I don't like the taste. For everybody out there, you guys know that taste of a fresh Carolina Reaper, it's just not my jam, dude. I just don't like it. It's just, I don't like peppers that taste that way. That sweetie kind of floral, kind of just bitter, like just not good. And this had it right from the jump. And I could tell when I had cut that pod open and smelled it that that's exactly what it was going to be like. But I was excited to do this pepper. I'd never heard about this pepper. I'd never seen this pepper. I'd never heard anybody talk about this pepper. So again, the first YouTube video that comes up on Google for it, of course, was from King Star himself, which was dated back in 2019. So the pod's been around for a while. Doesn't seem like a lot of people grow this variety. So chalk that one up to another new one for me as well. StarrRacha Hornet. A little piece stuck in my tooth. We gotta swallow that. Burns pretty much kind of come down now quite a bit. Now most all the burn now is in the stomach. Quite a bit. It's pretty much it. You know what I mean? The mouth burn is all pretty much gone. So it was pretty much a mouth burn, a throat burn, like a Carolina Reaper. That's all kind of gone. I mean, it's still there a little bit floating around, but not much. The one thing different this pepper did do than straight full Carolina Reaper pods is I didn't get the constriction or the closing of the throat as much, which is nice. That shit's scary if you're not used to it. And again, that's partly, you know, so if you're not used to eating super hot pods, or you're getting, you know, building your tolerance up to doing this daily, multiples thereof, whatever. Part of that too, for me, in my journey, has been learning what certain pods and types of peppers. So when as soon as I read up that this was a cross with a Reaper, and then looking at the pod in person and seeing what I described early on in this video of some of the characteristics of the way it looked, and then as soon as I cut it open and smelled it, I knew exactly it was going to burn like a Reaper pepper, taste like a Reaper pepper. So I was able to mentally prepare myself a little bit, right? And I think that helps. That's part of building your tolerance. I really think it is. It's you know, eating peppers like this and doing super hot challenges and doing those things. What I've learned over the years and time, and when I say years, for me, I haven't been doing it but 5 years, maybe 6, maybe 5, going on 6. I don't know, but not that long compared to some people, but a pretty long time. But you know, I've had to really learn how to build my tolerance, because you know, I thought it would just kind of happen, and it doesn't. But getting back to what I was saying, that endorphin dump's kicking in now. Now the burn is pretty much subsided, and now it's just an enjoyable little floaty head high, not like way over the top, but this is when I get to talking. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, but part of building tolerance and stuff is, like I just said, preparing yourself mentally and knowing about the pepper, knowing about characteristics, this, that, and the other. The other part is knowing what those certain burns and things feel like. So, you know, 3-4 minutes ago into this video, my stomach was starting to do a little bit, and now it's like subsiding, like way better, right? But you know, 4 years ago, as soon as I started feeling that, boom, you might hit panic mode, right? And you're like, cut video, need some water, I'm not going to eat another one, whatever. But I know it's going to, you know, should, right? Whatever. But also is the closing of the throat sensation. Like, I can remember the first like times that kind of happened, dude. Like, it was kind of scary and nerve-wracking, and you're like, fuck, dude, is this gonna be okay? Should I have not? Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I shouldn't do this. And so the first few times that you experience that can easily psych yourself out and cause you to throw up, cause you to have panic mode, whatever, right? So that's what I'm getting at, is that building the tolerance isn't always all about consumption, hottest thing, blah, blah, blah. For me, it's also about training the body and the mind to be comfortable in how, you know, a pepper or a challenge or something kind of burns, you know what I mean? So anyways, guys, that's it. That was the StarrRacha Hornet pod, cross between an MOA Scotch Bonnet and a Carolina Reaper, brought to you by, well, originally King Star, but this was Jeff Perkins, Lava Pepper Farms. If you catch this video, Jeff, thank you for throwing that pod in there, man. It's a good one. My nose is running. We'll see you.